Hello and welcome again, my friends. I hope you are healthy and in a good mood. Today's topic is about overloading the operators in C++ language. First of all, let's talk about the operators. As you know from the mathematics lectures, we have simple operators such as plus, minus, divide, and multiply. If we talk about the plus operator, how does this work? It simply adds two numbers and finds the result. However, interestingly, the same operator can add two vectors, two complex numbers, and two matrices. We just use them all. Let's sum two matrices. Here is our first matrix. Here is our second matrix. Let's add them. 3, 5, 7, and 9. And let's add two complex numbers. One of them 1 plus 3i. And another one is 2 plus 4i is equal to 3 plus 7i. The same operator can add two scalars, two matrices, and two complex numbers. So we call these ones as overloaded operators. So, which operators can we overload? Here is a good list. You can just overload this operator, maybe this one. You can choose from the list. Then let's look at our examples. Notice that the magical keyword for overloading the operators in C++ is that keyword, operator. If you use that keyword in C++, that means you want to overload an operator to use with the defined class object. In this example, overloading of this plus operator belongs to the complex objects. That complex is a name that I gave. You can change it whatever you want. And let's investigate the program code. We are including IOStream to use cout object, and this cout object belongs to the std namespace, and we are defining a class as named complex. We have a public member function, which is the constructor function. You have to include it. We have two public member variables as integers as named real part and image part. And we have a member overloaded operator function named operator plus. The return value of it is a complex object, and it accepts the complex object at the right hand side. Now, the definition of that complex overloaded operator plus. We are creating another object from the class complex called summation, and its real part is equal to the real part coming from the left hand side and plus right hand side object's real part. Don't forget, this operator is not overloaded. This is a standard plus operator, and these green ones are the complex operator. So this Visual Studio program will automatically change the color of the overloaded operators. As you can see, did you know that this operator is used with cout object is another overloaded operator, belongs to the object created from the couts class. Now we've defined our operator, complex operator plus. We did some calculations by using it. We added two complex objects as named num1 and num2, and we put the result into another object called result, which is an object of complex class, and we just print the real part of the object result and then add a plus j sign, then image part of results. That's all for this program code. Let's run the program code by using F11 button. I'm pressing the F11 right now. Okay, let's close these windows. Okay, it's starting from the main function, as you can see. Now we are creating three objects from the complex class. We first create the num1 object, then num2 object, then result object. Here is the creation of num1 object. This constructor function is creating the object. Okay, num1 is created, then num2. Okay, it is created. And result object. Yes, all of them were created. Then public variable of that num1 object is equal to 1. Okay, it is equal to 1. And another public variable of this num1 object is equal to 2. Okay. Real part of num2 is equal to 3. Image part of num2 is equal to 4. Now please look carefully. This plus operator, which is an overloaded operator, will operate on the complex object num1 and the complex object num2. Now we will see how does it work. I'm pressing F11 button again. When we use that operator plus with a complex object, this member function is called. Look closely. That complex num took the right hand side object's values, which is 3 and 4, 3 and 4, num2. Now look at this pointer. It will track the previously calculated result coming from the left-hand side, and these values will be passed to the public variables real part and image part. Now if 11 again, this pointer took the left-hand side values and the image part is equal to 2 and the real part is equal to 1. Now we are creating another object from the class we defined. Okay, summation object was created, and this summation's real part is equal to the left-hand side results passed by this pointer plus the right-hand side's real part. Then summation image part is equal to the left-hand side's image part and right-hand side's image part. And then return summation object. Now, as you can see, it says complex operator plus returned real part is equal to 4, image part is equal to 6. Now print the results. Here you are. Since this assignment operator is assigning an object to another object, it is automatically overloaded also. Let's continue with the second example. In this example, everything is the same. This plus operator does the same thing. We've added another operator, which is minus. And we added a print function into the class. It just prints the result to the screen. And we are defining our real and imaginary parts between the brackets. Let's look at the main function. Now, since we are using that overloaded operator, the overloaded operator function is called. We are creating another object called result, and results real part is equal to the left-hand side and right-hand side's real parts, and it goes for the image part also, and it returns the result. Now, this minus operator's function will be called as complex operator minus is called. Complex result object is created. Now the same. Let's calculate it by hand. 20 plus 5 is equal to 25. Minus 3 is equal to 28. Minus 2 plus 10 is equal to 8. Minus 3 is equal to 11. So the general result is equal to 28 and 11. And the print function will simply print the real parts and imaginary parts one by one. And here's the result. 28 plus I11. Have you noticed something? The left-hand side input of this minus operator is equal to the summation of these two objects. This is all done by this pointer. Let's see it. I'm pressing F11 button. Now this plus operator will do its job. The return values 25 and 8. Now what about minus operator? Now this pointer is created and it passed 25 and 8 as left hand side. Okay, that's all for this example. Let's look at the third and the last example. I defined a class crazy. It has no private members. We are creating 4 objects, one for result, and we are adding these 3 objects. Okay, it's constructed, and constructed. Input 1's value is equal to 5, and this is equal to 6, 8. Now for this operator, let's call the overloaded operator function, named the operator plus. Its return type is crazy, and the right-hand side input is crazy. Takes the left input. This pointer is equal to 5. And the right-hand side input has come. If the input left is equal to 5 and input right is equal to 6, result is equal to 7. Now we are calling the same function for this operator. Now we have 7 at the left input and we have 8 at the right input. And the result is equal to 10. If we print the results, we can see 10. By the way, maybe you want to use percentage operator instead of plus operator. It will do that crazy addition thing also. Okay, that's all folks. Thanks for watching and see you later.